what I meant to see. Oh, hey! Like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy. No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire? It's Wright. I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith, right? Well, I got like 3 letters at least. Anyway, why are you here? Oh, right. Yeah, you told me about this. You told me about this. Why are you still here today? Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like clear about it. Sorry. I didn't realize you were dumb. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like, the medium's training, or, like, how they inherit their spiritual power. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. It's, like, totally scary. I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday, too? Well, yeah. Yeah, clearly she's a lying liar who lies. Let's find out why. Let's find out whys. I guess we won't. Oh, this box was... Where's this box? Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight. Isn't it cute? I, like, totally bought that. Like, the village is really famous for, like, channeling and bears. But it's like, okay, if you ever, like, see a bear, you just play dead, and they, like, leave you alone. Yeah, because, like, fighting back is totally of no use. This girl's a fucking weirdo. Yeah, I imagine you don't see a lot of sliding doors in California. Which we are currently at. Oh, hey! Well, first, let's do the thing that Maya asked us to do. That's Mystic Maya's! Who are you? Hi, I'm Muriel. I'm 3.5 years old. Who are you? You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone! Of course! You're gonna help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale! An earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love! She's actually, the murder child is fine. Actually, she's fine. She's actually just completely fine. I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship. I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm gonna help you any way I can. Oh, look at that smile. Who could be mad at her? She's beautiful. Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. It's probably a clue. You look like a child at the toy store, Mr. Nick. I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really looked up to her. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? I study the Korean technique. I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Is that really spirit means in any way? Are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. Mr. Nick? Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? It's glowing now. It will let you see people's secrets. Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Who could possibly have a secret in this house? Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? Tell me about the victim, Mr. Gray, or Dr. Gray. I totally don't know him. You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see the Psyche-Locks, Mr. Nick. Psyche-Locks. The more someone wants to hide their secrets, the more locks you will see. There's only one I think you can easily unlock it. Use Magatama on this person. Let's remove the lock. Be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. You don't think you have the proof you need. You must have the courage to stop. Take that! All right, this is a new mechanic. New mechanic. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. I do not believe we have sufficient evidence. Should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, I don't have what it takes. We need more information. I'm gonna make that mistake a couple times, it looks like. Meditation room. Yes. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're gonna be her lawyer, I bet. Of course we are. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. I'm not scary, honest. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How about this? Is a real genuine pistol. Oh. Yeah. Idiots. What about my end, the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer's gonna be testifying tomorrow. And she will again try to get a young woman killed. Or put in jail for the rest of her life. She has a habit of doing that. You must realize by now, pal, there's no way anyone other than my Faye could have done it. Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Looking through some newspapers from last year, and I could have sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. Really interesting, too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Oh, it's in the office. Two pieces of news for you, pal. Yeah, bad news and even worse news. That's what you want to hear first. Alright, pal, well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. This asshole again. I thought he was in jail. Well, this asshole was in jail for, like, doing the heinous shit from the end of last game. Horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me, something I'll never forget. Whew, boy. Wait a second. But didn't Von Karma stand trial? And that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. Kid became prosecutor real young, like 13, hasn't lost trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Also, he reproduced? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about... Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. He's got a lot of stuff and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. And I get terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore now that he's gone. We'll talk about this in a second. Or we have some. I have some things to say about that. When we get a little more into the specifics of being quote unquote gone. I gotta get back to my office to get the article. It's been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Where's that newspaper Ray brought the other day? Oh, it's right here. That should be enough to break the Psyche-Lock. Now we have proof that, like, it's possible that she would have known him from the news. Take that! Let's see what she has to say about this shit. Yes, we go through this again.
Take that!
Here is your proof. What is that? Ouch. That's not the connection? How is that not the connection? Okay, what am I missing now? Okay, now I'm confused. Oh, do I show Gumshoe this? Hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. The nurse died in... Oh, here we go. I'll clipping of me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Miney! Okay, that's useful. Good one, pal. You're always good for a lab with your little badge. But a real man has a police badge. Nick? I was wondering if I could see it too. Show the child your badge, Phoenix. What the hell? Why not? Alright, now we have what we have. What the? Now we have what we need. I was thinking 2 steps ahead and the game needed me to go through the motions. I didn't go through the motions. That was my bad. That's my fault. Alright, now this is the proof I need. There we go. Look at the newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Give the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney's pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't have me a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. Sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps? At Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Right, surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. That's how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Unlock successful. Now spill your guts, lady. All you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. I heard that like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sis was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. That guy like drove my sis so hard, so like that's why the accident happened. One where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff, and that pushed her to her death. So like, are we done? I've like already told my story to like everyone. This is how a Psyche-Lock works. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might need people who aren't willing to give in later on. You know, like in a future case. Don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Alright, let's see what else we got. uncover now that we've gone through the big motions of breaking a Psyche-Lock for the first time. A Psyche-Lock. Karain Village. Mr. Nick. I have never left Karain Village. You're gonna meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. I don't know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. I will figure something out, I'm sure. Did you get those papers in? Sorry to keep you waiting. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Ah, I guess she did call for help. Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Ah, Maya Fey, famous for getting killed in the first case. Defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. Whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help just like this. As a dead spirit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it gets bad. You can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. So tell me about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. So I need you to tell me shit about this Karain school. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. Bullshit out their ass until they get something that's worth presenting to a judge. Okay, that too. The complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why. Mediums can't have dreams. From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. And buried in the ground. That's not possible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. That means she wasn't channeling during that time. That is the case. Set up for you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow, and so how she was set up. If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. So it sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Come on, show me the key to this case. I do hold a literal key. Ah, the key. It's literally the key to the understanding everything that happened in this case. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to the case is. That's enough. Who could have... I didn't know at the time. This day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Okay. That's right, only I can see the Psyche-Locks. But why would Mia have something to hide? What in the world is going on? Me as a lying liar who lies. Alright, time for trial. The trial starts now. This is the best part of any fucking case. I love trial. What? Oscar von Karma? You mean... No, it's his daughter. Oscar von Karma was a real sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks also he could win. Record for 40 long years. Tarnished. A tarnished record! Now a successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Pearly? You shut up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. You came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. I mean, it's a long walk in California. Of course not, I ran. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train in? It's time, isn't it? Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. Objection! Just remember him as though I seen him only yesterday. Objection! Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle till the very end. Objection! Objection! It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Don't mention his name ever again. So... let's talk about this real quick. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? So, they localize it that he's gone, but it's very clear that what they mean to say is that Edgeworth committed suicide. It's very clear that's what they intend to mean. Which, if you follow from the end of the last game into Justice for All directly, there is a consistent through line there that you could argue, like, okay, it makes sense that, like, I could see a world where after all of that happened and Edgeworth's entire worldview got blown up in the span of, like, 3 cases, he might be driven to take an action like that. Depending on, like, how deep that despair ran. You could argue that that's plausible. Unfortunately, it is not from the end of Phoenix Wright's Turnabout Goodbyes to this case. There was a whole thing, Rise from the Ashes, that occurred in between those that is now canon. And when you inject that into the story, suddenly the idea that Edgeworth would commit suicide after that is fucking bizarre. It's so bizarre because it clearly sets up the idea of, like, oh no, they're going to be, like, rivals for life that will define the justice system for eons to come. So the idea that he would commit suicide in between those two events is insanity. And any good writer would not make that decision. They would if they might, I should say, not would, they might between Turnabout Goodbyes and now try to sell the idea that Edgeworth would have committed suicide. They might try to sell that to you as like a plausible thing that could have happened. But if you played Rise from the Ashes in between this, that makes no fucking sense. It's crazy. The idea is absurd. There's no way anyone could believe that Edgeworth commits suicide after that. No way in hell. It makes no sense and is like completely illogical. Of course, you could argue that for us players, it makes sense that we would know that Edgeworth, like, someone playing this first time without Rise from the Ashes would be able to go, oh yeah, obviously that's not true. But they would go, oh, obviously the Phoenix believes it to be true, even if it's obviously for us not true. But the Phoenix Wright after Rise from the Ashes, thinking that Edgeworth committed suicide is a plausible explanation, is nonsense. I can't understand it. And that's a problem with Rise from the Ashes, not with this, because when this was written, Rise from the Ashes was not a thing that was even created. It's just something. It's just kind of goofy. I was on Tom Block by this anyway. We got trial to do. Nick.